Hello, everybody. Thanks so much for tuning in to this reading. I'm going to read an excerpt from my debut novel, Master of My Fate. Uh, it was published in May 2019 by Penguin Random House. It's historical fiction and it's based on a true story. My main character is William Buchanan, and William was born a slave in 1800 in the little island of Jamaica, which is where I was born. And oddly enough, he actually gets transported as a convict to the colony of New South Wales in 1836. The reason for his transportation is because he fought in what they call the Christmas Day Rebellion, which took place on the island, where 40,000 slaves rose up. And it was in 1831, 1832. And it helped to move the British towards abolishing slavery. So it's quite a crucial time in history. The excerpt I'm going to read to you today is right at the beginning of the book. It's the prologue. And William's kind of reflecting on his life, looking back a little bit. And then from there, we actually move right to the beginning of his life, of his birth, and follow his trajectory for another 50 years. So it's a huge historical arc, but we're going to start with the prologue, and I hope you enjoy the reading. I wake with a start, been dreaming but a light that shine bright, strong, hot, even though all round is a cool, shadowy darkness. A light that called to me, softly, softly, if only I can reach it, touch it, pull it out of the darkness and keep it safe. I reach out for that light as if still in the dream, but it start to fade, and I wake to a body that feel heavy, heavy as lead, and me clothes, me skin is wet, and I cannot even seem to lift me head. If only the wetness going turning into light and I can dream again. I feel round with me hands to discover rough cotton sheets, and they too is wet, filled up with sweat. What is that smell? Must be the sickness that been weighing me down, causing me to sleep, to moan, to dream the same dream, a dream by the hot, strong light of my childhood. I sense it gathering all around me, and it feels so good. Where is it? Where is the place I've been dreaming of? A place in a memory from a long forgotten past that up till now must be stayed hidden. A memory that live on still, faded, the colour drained right out of it. I need that light, the dreaming light, to see the power of colour memory deserve. The door creak open, footsteps on the wooden floor, voices just out of reach. He's awake, a woman's voice say. An answer, a man's voice. It seems so. We must be quick, get him to drink the broth you have made. A hand. I look down is the same colour as the sheets. A hand that reach out and wipe me forehead with a wide, cool cloth. What does it smell of? The smell is known to me, and yet I can't remember. Lavender, the voice say, as though hearing me thoughts. I feel hands lifting me up, away from damp sheets, propping me up on a chair, gently changing me clothes. The wet ones for the dry ones. Close me eyes, listen as the voices and hands change the sheets before picking me up, putting me back in the bed. Everything is dry now. No more wet, no more light, no more dream. I smell the broth, see the bowl, hands feeding me broth with a spoon, a silver spoon like the one Massa have back on the plantation, like the one I buried so very long ago. I must find it, dig it up, make sure it's safe. I try to rise, get out of bed to find that silver spoon, but the voices and hands in the room won't let me. Eat, the woman say. Yes, eat, the man say. It will do you good. Spoon after spoon, the hand come to me lips, and spoon after spoon I gulp it down. It tastes good, going help the sickness to go away. When the spooning business done, I lay back, try to see the faces of the hands that have been helping me, but it takes too much effort. The creamy whiteness seems to blend into one another, and I can't remember who them is. The only thing I can do is accept the kindness of hands and faces as them get me to lie back down onto the clean, dry sheets. But then I cough, and suddenly my body betray me. I start to heave, lean over the side, retch, vomit back up the good broth. All I can do is clutch at the bed sheets as my stomach empty itself into the wooden bucket resting on the floor. Perhaps the broth is too rich, the man say. Yes, perhaps too rich, the woman say. But if I make it any plainer, there will be little nourishment left. No matter, we must try and keep on trying, the man say. The woman wipe me mouth and face, make me take tiny sips of water before the man's hands lower me back down and pull the sheets up around me. Sleep now, William, the woman say. Yes, sleep, the man say. We will not lose you. The door creaked closed, footsteps on the wooden floor. The room returned to silence. Alone again is how it must be for just a little longer. I must lay in this dry bed and lower myself down into sleep, sink into a stillness so wide, so deep, memories going creep softly back to the color of the living, the color of life. And when the memories jump across the line, I go and see them, grasp them, hold on to them tight. Follow the journey they make, from memory to dreaming, from darkness into light. Great, that's it. And you may have noticed that some of the words are spoken with a bit of a lilt, a bit of a patois, and it's something I worked on very hard when I was writing the book. I felt it was important to try to at least present a different type of dialogue, a different type of use of the language, because obviously in slavery days it was more of an oral tradition rather than a written one. So it's a little bit different, but most people that have read the book have found it really interesting, and I hope you do too. Thanks so much. Bye for now.